following podcast is brought to you exclusively by the Rad Rob Radio Network.
On this edition of Straight Up 5 with Johnny Petraglia Jr., we welcome the founders and creators of JoPo Grips, Jerry Penxa and his son, Jerry Penxa Jr. Jerry Penxa has created quite arguably the greatest interchangeable thumb system in the history of bowling. So many people will agree with that fact. We can't wait to hear about their story. You're going to love it, and you're going to love them. Straight Up 5 with Johnny Petraglia Jr. starts now.
This is PBA champion Kyle Troop.
Hey y'all, Jacob Ledrup here.
Hey guys, Chuck Ritchie here, formerly of Bowl TV.
Hey guys, this is Ryan Schaefer of track staff at Valley Bowling Center in Waverly, New York.
And you're listening to Straight Up 5 with Johnny Petraglia Jr.
Yo, the boys from Straight Up 5, Rad Rob, Dr. Ocho, and of course JP Jr.
As you know, JP Jr. used to be introduced as the sexiest man in bowling, and now the world. But he doesn't have the best hair in the world. I do. Sorry, bud, but you know the deal. Pick it out. Fear the fro, baby.
Welcome to Straight Up 5 with Johnny Petraglia Jr. A hard-hitting, in-depth, cutting-edge look into the world of bowling. This podcast will not only cover all things bowling, but will also give you a raw look into real-life issues. You'll get unfettered access into the mind of one of the most gifted bowlers of this or any other generation.
Strike, and they claim it. Similarly does it.
So without further ado, let's introduce you to the hosts of the show. Rad Rob Francois. Rad Rob Francois. Dr. Ocho. And the incomparable Johnny Petraglia Jr.
Hey guys, welcome back to Straight Up 5 with Johnny Petraglia Jr. I am your host, Rad Rob Francois. You know, I suck. I went to hit the old Popeyes button and I hit my mute button. I'm so used to muting myself when Ocho's talking because he's just so obnoxious.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
This is episode number 171. 171, that's nuts. I can't get over that. Let's see who's in the chat tonight. I'm already off my game. I'm watching the playoffs. It's 1-1. I'm stressed out. I hate the Yankees. What's up, Stang Man? Crambones in the house. BSJ83. Sorry I missed last week's show. Did Rob have to mute Ocho's profanity-laced tirade again? I'm probably going to have to do the same thing tonight, too. He's already been warned. Our special guests are Christians. We don't need so much profanity on the show tonight. But hey, you know, he's a free spirit. He's a First Amendment guy. So Billy Young's in the house. What's going on? Jules Stone. Hello. Nico, welcome back this week, brother. Good to see you. Oh, here we go. Hold on. I got it.
I do.
I love Kyle. Gentlemen, what's going on, Pete Cal? Messing up 2 minutes in. I mean, if I didn't, you'd be surprised, wouldn't you? Dave Wolven is also in the house. We are 20 strong already. All right, let's bring in my first co-host. He is the man with the golden mask. He has the largest arms on this podcast. He is the resident doctor of Straight Up 5. The house hack from Howell Lanes. Yankee fan, Dr. Ocho. What's going on, Guns?
I am so sick of your bull. I swear to God, I cannot believe this shit. I'm gonna take you. I'll do like this. I'll twist you like you wouldn't believe, and I'll beat the living.
Also joining us is the host of the most. He is number 7 in the program, number 1 in your hearts, the sexiest man in the world, Johnny Petraglia Jr. What up, JP?
Another beautiful day, gentlemen. How we doing this evening? Obviously, Ocho's still okay, being it's a tie game. Rob, you look good. You look good as always. And
he looked like garbage in that fucking picture, by the way. Let me tell you something. And he's doing this thing, and he's like, "Hey guys, look at me. I'm doing this." What the hell is that, Rob? Shoot, we gotta change that thing, man. I just realized it now.
I see what you're talking about.
I did that for our guests.
I don't ever know what he's talking about. But I do need one of those beep buttons to just like a 5-second delay for Ocho.
You need to change your picture. Is what you need to do.
We need an 8-second delay for Ocho. But how's it going, Johnny? You look great, buddy.
Thanks, man. Doing good and loving the new job. Exhausted is an understatement. It's been a while since I've gone from a true 9-hour shift straight to bowling 3 times a week, and wow, really enjoying myself. A few nice naps throughout the day when I actually get a second here and there, and still bowling well on top of it all. So everything is
260 average or something like that. Fruity.
Are you still on your tear at Majestic?
Yeah, I bowled my lowest series of the year with a 660 this past Tuesday. I'm really upset about it.
You poor man.
What's your Howell average, by the way? I'm just curious. I don't know.
Well, I shot 750 at Howell. I shot 290 against Parker Bone, third game on Monday. So it's going to bump the Howell average.
Oh, shoot!
Good for you.
Yeah,
I'm sure you'll let him hear that for the next 20 years or so.
8 weeks.
Squirrel finds Squirrel finds a nut once in a while.
That's true. What's up, buddy? All right. As always, we whenever we have a first-time guest or guests on the show, we play a highlight package. So let's get into a little bit about our guest tonight and JoPo Grips. Why are JoPo Grips the best in the business? Well, let's hear it in their own words, and then from actual bowlers that have used the products.
When I first got in this business, I came over to my distributor and I showed them my product, and they told me, "Don't even come. I don't want to see your product. You have no chance of getting a space." I brought it in. I showed them the product. The very next day, they put an order in. We have expanded our business from not just in Michigan, but all the United States. Now we're up in all the European countries. We're also in Singapore, Canada, and Australia. I designed this product to be more durable than the other products on the market due to the design. The design has a couple features, and one is the threaded technology and the other one's the tabs. Using our product gives you a couple layers of security. Imagine putting a nut on a bolt, screw it on, and then try to take it off. You cannot do it. As a bowler, you know the worst thing that can happen to you is having your league night stopped while they're looking for an interchangeable thumb, especially if it's yours. That's why I invented the JoPo Twist.
I've used all the brands, and I can tell you from personal experience that this is the best. Over the weekend, we bowled a tournament. We literally watched a gentleman lose 2 thumbs. He actually had to use somebody else's thumb and continue to try to bowl his best. To me, that would have been absolutely awful. And honestly, I think if he was using JoPo, that would have never happened.
The difference between a JoPo and a switch. So I'm converting over, I'm switching over. So turn it out. You see the locking mechanism on there? It makes sure it's secure. The ridges are in there as well. So once you want to put it in, turn, see how easy it went in, and it clicks. So that's how you know it's secure.
I'm switching to JoPo thumb inserts. The main reason that I want to is because of the reliability. So what I mean is the JoPo Twist system actually has 3 interlocking tabs on the bottom that are far more structurally integral than others on the market, and it provides a lot of comfort and confidence in knowing that these will not break.
Hello, my name is Michael Calhoun. I'm here at Bow Expo, the exhibition, the ball demo. I'm here with JoPo Grips. Just here to talk about a little bit about our product and give you a little information. Here's our outer sleeve. Goes in the ball, outer sleeve drilled, 1.5 inch bit, 3.22 inches deep. So you see that. Here's our inner. You got the 3 tabs. It's connected to the inner, and you got the flutes. Obviously, twist. You hear the snap, the lock.
So show me colors, colors I need. Pictures this time. Show me food and sights and sound.
One of their staff members is PBA Hall of Famer Sean Rash, who, while using JoPo Grips, got a huge win this past season. And the other guy is none other than 3-time back-to-back-to-back player of the year, PBA champion, EJ Tackett.
Get ready to be calling him the 3-time defending player of the year.
3 in a row.
Yeah, 3 in a row. Soak it in.
This is my house, baby! Tackett earns another jacket!
Here's your champ.
He's got it!
This guy is incredible. There's a new king in the game. His name, EJ Tackett.
It is my esteemed pleasure to welcome a very special guest, Jerry Penxa and Jerry Penxa Jr. from JoPo Grips. Good evening, gentlemen. Thanks for being on the show.
Hi, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Pleasure to have you, gents.
Thank you.
Heck yeah. Rob, you want to take it away?
Yeah, so I was first introduced to these fine gentlemen through Amanda Moore, one of our guests that was on our show this year, and we were on her show, Reset and Rise to the Unbreakable. And we had a great conversation with Jerry and Jerry Jr. and got to hear the remarkable story about how resilient they were when nobody really wanted to listen to them when they were trying to get their product out there. So very fortunate for Amanda introducing us. And right after the show, I asked Jerry Jr. if he wanted to be on Straight at 5. And of course, he was very gracious and said yes. So we're glad to have them here. I'm big fans of you guys. I haven't been bowling in quite a few years, but when I do get back, I do plan on using your products. Because
can we tell them that the Just Twist is backwards and it says "Tissues"?
I don't know if we can help that, unfortunately.
I'm just saying, because all you gotta do is do the reverse thing.
If you go to your settings,
I should do it too, since my shirt says "Salva or whatever it is."
I'm just saying, because
go to settings and video
right now.
You can mirror your camera if you want to do that, but Ocho's just he's doing what he does. Doctor interrupted.
Sorry about the smart guy.
In any event,
I'm not going to try to mirror the camera. That will cause me to not be on the line anymore.
Twist, by the way, people. Just twist.
As I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by Doctor Interrupted.
You were mildly interrupted by a smart guy.
I do plan on using you guys' products when I start bowling again because from everything I've seen. Doing all the research, you guys really have top-notch stuff. So, Jerry, tell a little bit about how you got your company started and why did you feel like you wanted to hop in the bowling game with interchangeable thumbs?
Well, been a bowler all my whole life, and very, very, my thumb was the best thing. It had to be right every single time. So I actually had my bowling balls drilled up, and then I would get my own sander and my own bevel knife and work out my own thumbs because I had to have it the way I wanted. I have used the other interchangeables, and I just didn't really like how they performed. So after a while, sitting back and being a tool designer that I was, my job was to make either parts or tooling more efficient. So it was really easy to me to actually sit down one day and ask people what they didn't like about the other products, sit down for a couple minutes on my computer, design around the things that people did not like. And then we ended up coming up with this product. So, at the end of the day that I just needed a product that I could trust and be confident in order to get, the games in that I needed to get in.
Jerry, this is 7 or 8 years or so now. You guys have been going with JoPo?
7.5 now, going on 7.5 right now. Since the first day it was introduced.
It's so ironic because at right around that time, I got out of the pro shop game. I was actually affiliated with Bowlers Mart out at our Vegas locations. and Mike Calhoun was a good friend, and he was just starting to talk about JoPo as I was exiting the industry. So it was awesome to see him in the opening tutorial, learning about your product and everything like that. But he swore by him, and now ever since then, I mean, they're everywhere. One of our friends that we talk about that's always in the chat, Jules, she's the first person that I've seen actually use them. Where I'm like, holy crap, they're fantastic. They're so stable. They're so. That's the word for me that I come when I see a product is they are stable. There's never any shaking at the top. There's never any worry that the inner sleeve is going to pop out or the base is going to detach or anything like that. So kudos to you guys for continuing to knock on the door, and obviously your success is just it's kudos to your brilliance and your yeah, I just wanted to say that real quick. So
thank you. No, thank you. It means so much to me, for especially you, for me to hear that from you. So thank you so much.
Oh, my pleasure, guys. So you get started in the industry, obviously, just like bowling balls, we only have so many manufacturers for bowling balls. You've got, Storm Products, Brunswick, Motive. In the grip industry, everybody knows Vice and Turbo. There used to be Contour. Grip Masters tried for a little while back in the mid 90s. What was it like breaking into the world of finger grips and interchangeable thumbs in the market that this bowling world is when it's so small?
It wasn't easy, believe me. When I first came out with this product, I kept it to myself for the longest time until I could get it designed how I wanted it to be. And I brought it to people. People thought it was a good idea, but the answer that I had from most people is we need another interchangeable thumb system, like we need a hole in our head. And I go, oh my God, this is what I need to hear at the beginning. But I really believe that once people felt it, touched it, used it, that they would change their minds. And um, we got it into a couple people's hands. And, I mean, my first distributor told me, and good friends of mine told me that, you know what, I don't even want to see it. There's no room. There's no room for you guys. I said, just humor me, guys. You guys are my friends. Just humor me and just take a look at it and just see what you think. And that's where it started. I mean, the next day they put an order in. It was crazy. And it's been uphill ever since. But it's been tough. At the very beginning, nobody really wanted to listen. And they put their order in the first day, but they were the first people for 3 years, even after that, for me to get my second distributor. Then after we get the second one, then it starts snowballing. And I can't tell you how blessed we are today to be where we're at.
That's absolutely awesome. And it just goes to show you keep knocking on the door. Eventually, things are going to happen, especially when you stand by your product. Jerry Jr., what do you think about this whole thing, man? I mean, you obviously by his side the entire time throughout this entire process. And what's it been like for you? And, give us a little bit of tidbit on you.
For sure. So zero engineering mind when it comes down to it. So I'm giving him all the kudos for that. I went to school for sales and marketing. And even better yet, I guess, him being the old guy, and my sister and myself and my brother-in-law being, I guess, in the younger side, even though we're in our 30s now. We were used to the social media thing, and that's kind of how we got involved from the get-go. But standing next to him, I mean, the guy's been my idol since I can remember, right? I mean, there's a picture of me throwing a bowling ball down the lane. It's because of him. So my passion started early in this game, and obviously this thing that we thought was basically a dream, let alone a hobby, turning into something way crazier and being able to, have car rides with, Sean Rash and EJ Tackett, and being able to hug those guys when they win a championship. It's like something that there's no really words to explain, because again, you idolize these guys your entire life, and now I get to hang out with them like they're my brothers. So it's been quite a ride.
That's awesome. Well said, dude.
And Jerry, you were a machinist by trade, correct?
No, I was an actual tool designer. That's
Oh,
what
you're
I
a designer. Okay, I'm sorry.
tool
I
designer.
did hold.
Again, my job was just to make tooling more efficient, try to get parts out faster. More parts you get done in an hour, the more money they made. And also, one of my jobs were when a part came in to try to make it a better part so it would last longer. So the background was pretty set there for me to do what I did today.
So when you were coming up with the actual design, what was it in your mind that you want to make differently than everybody else? Obviously, we know the whole snap thing is just satisfying. Like I would just play with it all day. I would just turn it and snap it, turn it and snap it. Like it just, I love that textile feedback or tactile feedback. But when you're thinking of design, I mean, did you go through different phases of it, or did you pretty much know early on exactly how you wanted to do it?
It was easy, to be honest with you. It made me so mad that that this an interchangeable could be made so much better that and it took me so long. I thought about this for literally 20 years in the making because this is what I've done my whole life. And then one day I just sat down when somebody says, this is what you do. Why don't you try to do it? And I sat down and literally designed this thing in about a couple hours. I'm not even kidding you. But I did get the feedback from people. I asked them what they didn't like in a product, and people didn't like the wiggle at the top. So I designed a inboard spring basically to push back like a nut on a bolt. And people didn't like that the tabs broke. So I made the tabs so much bigger that they couldn't break. And, I added a reinforcement rib to the bottom. So it's almost impossible for that to happen. Another thing is they didn't like how the removal tool to take them out if they got tight, because it was just a circle and a circle, the plug that goes into the circle. And, being in engineering business, in order to take something off, you got to have positive sides, like a screwdriver or a socket wrench. So we made that happen. And one of the biggest complaints that people had is if anything failed, it could come off in their backswing. And as the ball's coming off their hand, the span gets longer and sometimes it doesn't come off your hand. That actually happened to me. So with our product, you can actually screw it in and not even click it in, and it can't come out until you take your fingers out of the ball and spin it 360. So this product shouldn't hurt yourself either at any time. So I just listened to the customers, what they didn't like about other things, and that was the first thing I worked on. And at the end of the day, this is what we came up with.
Have you come across, even in the early going, were there any issues in the original manufacturing of it? Like, did you run into any walls where like, oh crap, this is getting stuck halfway down, or it's shifty a little bit that you had to kind of like weed out all the problems with?
Yeah, so we're on our third revision. When I first started it too, when you were to put the grip into the ball, you had to put it between 6 and 7 o'clock and then spin it in and it would find itself because there's one big groove, two small grooves. So if you put it in at 9 o'clock, it kind of want to get hung up. Since then, I've redesigned it where there's a flat on it. So if you put it in there and just spin it in by your hand, it should find the big groove. And that was a big issue at the beginning because you had to do it that way. At the beginning too, we had tabs on there that weren't reinforced with a gusset on there. And because the snapping was so tough, and I designed it that way because I'd rather it be tough to snap in and you have to use a tool than the alternative. That our tabs would, after a while, in my opinion, still last longer than my competitors, but they would fail. So in the process, I designed the room for improvement and actually without having to change the product, because that would have been huge to change the product in the middle and say, well, now you got to use this other product because the other one doesn't work. So I kind of worked it a way that if that particular first version didn't work, we could beef it up or revise it or make it a better version in order to still work with the same outers. So our same outers and our same inners have worked interchangeably with each other from revision 1, and now we're on revision 3. And I think that's where we're going to stay, to be honest with you. I think I'm pretty happy how this product performs right now. So I don't anticipate any more changes, to be honest with you.
I mean, looking at just pull that picture back up, Rob. I mean, just the design itself it looks virtually indestructible. I mean,
It's amazing.
And they're so clean looking, and they're very, very vibrant. You're gonna make me want to use my thumb again, man.
I told you guys we're gonna try to get his thumb back in the ball. I'm telling you.
That would be amazing for you at least to try it for a season, and then we'll see what happens after that. But yeah, perception is a crazy, crazy, crazy thing.
Yeah, well, you certainly got my attention with that for sure.
So, aside from the interlocking mechanism, which is unmatched to the rest, I've done research on all of them. What about your actual grip makes it better than your competitors?
Our finger grip?
Your finger, yes, your finger grips.
So our finger grips, so you know, I mean, we had our thumb grip, and in order for me to like be in the business, first of all, we had to come up with a finger grip. And I always say in 100 years, we needed to come up with a finger grip because I don't think there's going to be any one-handers left, and everybody's going to be throwing a two-handed. So we had to come up with a finger grip, and for two reasons: because of the two-handers are all over the place right now, and another reason is that I didn't want you using my thumb and using my competitors' finger grips. So we decided to make a finger grip so you could do a one-stop shop and be able to use both these products without having, to go to my competitor. It's like having a snap-on, ratchet in your toolbox and using Craftsman sockets. And so we felt like this is a step that we needed to do. So we did some testing. I got my manufacturer and my distributor and the people that actually make grips to come up with a product. And our very first one, I wasn't very happy with. The grips disintegrated very, very fast. And so we worked on it. I actually took all those grips off the shelf and redid them with another material. And this new material, from what everybody's telling me, we don't have enough history, is lasting way longer than my competitors. Just for example, Justin Knowles, two-hander on the tour. I sent him some grips to try out. He put it in his benchmark urethane ball, and that's what he used for practice. It's what he used for on his benchmark ball. He used it every time he went out. He told me at one time, and this is just him telling me that he had over 600 games on that ball without having to replace the grips, which sounds really incredibly crazy. But the feedback in the last year since we've had our grips out, people are telling us that our grips are definitely lasting longer than our competitors. So I think it's just a material thing, and I think we got lucky picking out what we did because it's incredible, tacky, and the longevity is incredible.
And I'm assuming they're available in all, obviously, the standard sizes. Do you have like the lady ovals, the 7/8, as well as the 31s and the inch and 32nds?
So we started with the 31 32nds because I wanted to see if we were going to get any feedback and see if they were going to get any traction on it. And actually we did. So I have the 31 32nds in two different styles. They're called the PFOs, which is a power flat on one side, ovals on the other side. And the other one is PODs, we call them, and it's a power oval. And on the other side, it's oval dots. So we only had those in 15 sizes, only in a 31 32nd, from 19 32nds to 13 16s, but we got them in 9 colors.
Awesome.
And now, since people are interested in the grip, our 7/8 grip tooling is already designed. We're probably going to be running parts this week in our new 7/8 and 15 sizes. So we do have the lady sizes coming up in the same styles, same colors. The inch and a 32nd yet is our next go around. So we got to do it in steps due to the finances.
That's awesome. Excellent. Excellent.
Now, you did bring up something because I had asked you if you're going to make interchangeable finger grips on our other show. And, well, let everybody know here what you've thought about that.
So we do have interchangeable finger grips. I don't have them. They're not for sale yet, but I have designed it. I have tested them, and they work just like the thumb. The quality is exactly the same. You can use the tool to snap them in and snap them out. We're so excited to launch these in the very near future. But I was waiting for a commitment from one of the major ball companies before we did it, because a lot of the ball companies use these in their demo days in matchmakers. And I didn't think there was a big market for interchangeable finger grips, but we sit down and talk about this every day, and we are going to market this to the two-handers because of the swelling everybody has in their fingers. Instead of using vacuum grips, we think you can get, your size finger grip and one above and one below interchangeable finger grips. And if you need to change them out in a second, you can do that also. Same process, same quality, same thing, just on a smaller version.
I mean, even on a standard league night, you show up after a day at work, you have a burger and fries before the start of game one. You got a little extra salt in there. Even in the span of 2 games, the fingers can fluctuate. So I totally understand that. And like you guys are saying, as the game progresses and more bowlers become two-handed, interchangeable fingers, I truly believe, will be growing as fast as the interchangeable thumb game has over the last decade.
Yeah, so let me just put my 2 cents in there. So the other companies have interchangeable finger grips.
Yes.
They've had them. They don't really market them to the everyday bowler. It is based on the demo days, matchmaker stuff. But we think that we can. So we did our own version of basically what they did, because they have it also. But we want them in the demo balls and in the matchmakers, but we think that they're, because of the quality and how we made these things, that we can get this into everyday play with all the league bowlers and professionals out there.
Johnny, think about this: 7.5 years, and they're already distributed around the world. I mean, if that doesn't speak volumes about their company and their products, I don't know what does. I mean, it's pretty remarkable.
It's extremely remarkable because the competitive nature and the availability of the grips is so small. There are so few companies that have inserts, interchangeable thumbs, especially at the product registered mark on the PBA Tour. And not only are you guys product registered on tour, you got the greatest bowler in the world representing your product now. I mean, and then you said it started snowballing after you got that second distributor, and it's only a matter of time before everybody realizes how good the product is. And obviously we're seeing that what's happening now. If you have a good product, you have obviously your genius behind the engineering and your genius behind the marketing and social media availability and everything like that. Of course they're going to grow, because you keep at something over and over, consistency, and eventually it's going to turn into something. And the bowling world, remember, Rad Rob, as big as it is, it's really, really, really tiny. Everybody talks to everybody. Everybody knows everything about everybody in the bowling industry. So if you've got something good, people know about it. So I think that's one of the other reasons why the products are taking off at the pace, at the rapid pace they're taking off.
Clifton Don says JoPo should have a Get a Grip shirt. Yeah, you should add that to the marketing department there.
I like that.
I do like that a lot.
Hey, send us emails, send us ideas. We're all about it.
Yeah, whatever the customers want, that's what we try to deliver. What if the customer's asking for something, we definitely take that into serious consideration and try to get that done. So any suggestions are always welcome.
I mean, I certainly have to switch to JoPo, because I mean the bottom of the screen here is filled with JPs, bro.
That's true. See, there's a sign. I'm telling you, Johnny, it's a sign. There's a reason why all this happened. Jeff Skyers asked the question earlier, and he's bugging me because he's such a pain in the ass. Jerry, have you guys thought about a textured outer surface on the sleeve so the glue adheres better?
So on my very first prototype, we did that. So that was one of my concerns, is that the glue would grab better for that. But moving forward, when you're molding parts, the smoother the part is, the better it comes out of the mold. So we went back to the smooth stuff. It makes the molds last longer. And if you want to do. So I designed also my outers to go into the 1.5-inch hole a lot less tighter than my competitors. So you don't have to push it in there. So you actually, after you drill the 1.5-inch hole, our part drops right into the bottom. So we tell our customers to rasp it up to kind of make the part a little bit bigger, feathers, traction for the super glue. And now you can push this thing with your fingers without having to squish it in with your drill press. So there's a couple, we designed that again, that on purpose for the reason of, so you don't have to press it in. It helps on the core compression issues because you're not already putting a bigger part into a smaller hole. And by rasping it up and roughing it up, you can fit it into, to your liking and get it in there, and it adds traction like tire tracks to get the glue to stick.
It's honestly, it really is amazing how much different yours are compared to everybody else, and especially with the locking mechanism. Just having the 3 grooves. Like, why did nobody else think of that? Because we've seen other, I won't name who they are, but we've seen other thumbs come out quite easily, and yours, I mean, I'll be damned if I've never ever heard of one come out of a ball. So why? I'm not gonna say why were you so smarter than everybody else. I mean, it's kind of a loaded question, but how come nobody else thought of that? Honestly,
I think the industry was pretty, with the brands that were out there. There's more than the big guys. There's more than my competitors. There was 3 or 4 or 5 of them out there, but 2 major ones and another 3 major ones before we came out. But when you look at somebody else's product that's been out there for 25 years and or less than that, and you look at what the issues are having. I mean, just to somebody says the other one has 1 tab or 1 clicking thing, the other one has 2 tabs on it, and so I made it 3 because what's just the perception thing. If by you putting 3 tabs on the bottom, I could have made this with 2. I could probably done it with 1 and still made it work just like it does today. But putting 3 tabs on the bottom and having it in there is a perception thing. So if you put them on the table and say which one would you choose, most people just choose this product. And again, I know it's my product and I'm not bragging about it, but perception is a big thing. And when you look at something and you think it's better because it looks better, that gets me halfway home right there before you even try it out.
That's very true. That's very true. Jerry Jr., on the marketing side, we've talked about this so many times on the show, how bowlers themselves are horrible at promoting themselves on social media. Very, very few of them do well. And we've seen the PBA on Facebook, and their page is actually doing very well. But with the way young people are now, and I don't want to sound old, I'm only 49, but I mean, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. I mean, my wife is on reels and stories every day. She just doom scrolls all the time. And that's what a lot of people do now. So what do you do to kind of catch people's attention since you're the marketing guru?
I would say keep it simple and sweet for the most part. Something that grabs attention when you're looking at it. I feel like a lot of people maybe spend too much time or think that, like a 2 or 3 or 4 minute video is going to be able to do more than what a 30-second or even less video or even a picture would do versus the other ones out there. So grabbing people's attention is the biggest thing. Everyone has a short attention span. I think it's 20 seconds. I think that's scientifically proven before looking elsewhere. And then on top of that, consistency is a thing. What I felt like that we do is definitely more than what other people do, especially in the grip industry. I feel like I see, and I might be again a little bit biased, but I just feel like we do more than what the others do. And then I had something that I had it stuck in my head right there. I would say a lot of people don't, I guess, celebrate, or I guess we started this, and this again, I think this might be, don't quote me, but I think we started celebrating people's wins versus everybody else. I think everyone followed suit after that. Like, well, so someone shot 300, You posted 300. Like, hey, John Doe shot 300 this week. Congratulations to John Doe. Keep it going. Cheers to many more. Just simple stuff like that, where now I see other competitors or other ball manufacturers start doing the same thing. But that was after us. And I think we're just, I don't want to say recreating the wheel, but I think just making the wheel better is all it is.
Well said. Yeah, you're well said. I actually can't even add anything to that.
I know, right? I mean, it really was.
One of the things that we love to do, and I don't, one of these days, with all the award scores that are going out there, we're always willing to give somebody their, 15 seconds of fame. You should an award score using our product. Let us know. We'll post it on our Facebook page and we'll share it for you. I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to be the guy that's going to post my video, but I'd be glad for somebody else to do it because I just wouldn't do it. So you shoot an award score, you give somebody 15 minutes of fame. That is awesome. And you know what? How many award scores are going out out these days? You know what? If we had 10,000 in one night, we would still find a way to post all 10,000 videos. That's just what we want to do. We want to give people credit for doing good things, and if they want to give us kudos because they think that our thumb or our grips made them do that, we're all in.
Excellent.
And you're also you had mentioned on the other show, Reset and Rise, that you're getting into other products as well. You've already had the thumb tape, you have the logo tape, you have a spare ball, you have different colored outers now, but you're getting into pretty much, like you said earlier, a one-stop shop, correct?
Yeah, so I'll let JP take over on this because he's the guy that's actually listening to all the customers and trying to figure out what they want, and we're going to try to produce what they want. So you can go ahead with that.
Yeah. So again, my dad starting off with the interchangeable thumb. I mean, that was his idea, right? And obviously to follow suit with the rest of the industry, the grip guys and so on. Obviously, finger grips had to come into play, but like stuff like this, it's more so of like, again, customer feedback, right, than anything else. If the customer asks, we don't think about it until the customer asks, because we don't want to give something or create something that no one wants. Because at the end of the day, like it's not about the fame, it's not about the fortune. And he says this all the time. It's truly to grow the sport that we've fallen in love with since we can remember. So again, the creation of all these additional products when it comes to, again, like the tape, the taping knife, the accessory bags, the twist totes, the backpacks, the bowling balls, the 3-ball totes. I mean, everyone is like, why don't you guys come up with this? It's like, I mean, everyone else does. It's like, well, no one's asked. So I was like, trust us. When it comes to like doing, Clift and Don just said, the JoPo, the grip bags and the chamois, right? No one was doing chamois for a while.
Yeah.
And I mean, like here and there, but like I feel like we were the first ones to come up with the multicolor chamois. You can have any, flavor you wanted. But then there's the niche products where I might be actually telling a little news too soon, but I guess you guys would be the first ones to hear it. So we are coming out with clear grips, clear inners, and clear outers.
Wow.
Which are actually more secure than what we believe the current product is that we have.
It's just a little tougher material, and we think that it's just it's really good, and you're going to be able to see through it. So if you want, we're going to have these custom colors. We got the Twisted series where we mix the plastics with the blues and the purples, and they come out tie-dye kind of thing. But clear finger grips and tinted and multicolored finger grips like our Twisted inners and outers, and with the clear inners and outers, you can put your own crazy slug in there that you want, and it'll be yours. So it won't be, you'll be able to tell the difference between the guy that's bowling next to you. So we're trying to do it where it's a little bit more custom than generic.
I love the idea of the clear outer. I've never seen the clear outer.
Well, the clear outer in a bowling ball, once you put it in, you really don't, you don't see it anymore, which is kind of crazy to me. Just like the Twisted outers that we're going to have. People just like that color. They glue them in. All you're going to do is see that ring. But the clear inners are really, really interesting to me
It's gonna be
because
neat looking, almost 3D in a sense.
yeah, and we're going to be
Yeah.
able to make some. We're testing swirly colored slugs too as we go moving forward, not just the halves that my competitors have. So you're going to have your own little custom, thumb, and they're going to be one-offs. So you can't repeat that kind of pattern. So it's going to be we're going to have some cool things come up in the very near future.
Yeah, think of it as like opening up a pack of Topps card, right? Or Topps cards, like the one-on-ones. You're gonna have a one of one from JoPo.
Yeah,
That's
because
what it is.
we sell those particular grips too in a black bag, so you can't see through them, so you can't pick them. So when you go to buy these things from us, the distributor gets them. You get them, and you don't know what you get. You don't know what we try to put a nice variety in there, but you don't know what you get until you open up the package.
That's awesome.
That is so cool. That blows my mind. That is really, really cool. And Jerry Jr. mentioned it. Like, I think the reason why the bigger companies don't put as much effort into marketing is because they're already established, right? And they're kind of resting on their laurels. I think they get complacent, and competition always helps. So maybe you'll boost them to try to make their products better and give more competition to you guys. But I could easily see how the bigger brands would get complacent, especially like Johnny said, it's such a small niche and it's a small industry, and not having a lot of competition. But you guys coming out of nowhere and being distributed across the world in 7 years, probably I'm sure woke the people up at Vice and all the other companies as well. So
Absolutely.
um,
It had to. And again, I'm sure Jerry, you'll agree with this. I mean, this all had to start other than your background from the previous products that are already out there. You just this is working, but I can do this a little bit better. So let me try and make this.
Yes, it was easy. To me, it was an easy. It was an easy thing in my head. It wasn't easy, I can tell you
It
that.
wasn't easy.
There's many times that I'm in the middle of the night trying to, sleep, and I got an idea, and I don't want to go to sleep because I don't want to forget about it. So I got to get up and go write it down or make a little sketch. It wasn't easy, but to me, it was an easy decision to do this, even though that I didn't think this was going to get to this level at all. Thought it was just going to be a hobby. We were going to make a couple of dollars, and I was going to be able to enjoy what I did on the side a little bit. But it just totally turned into something that I never dreamed of, and it's a full-time thing for my whole family now.
And doing trendy things too, like that's just so sexy, Johnny. Like they're just to stay ahead of the curve and like the one-of-one stuff and the different colors and the clear, like just to honestly just do stuff that's hip and trendy is again something the big companies aren't normally going to do because they're
And
already there.
like what one of the people in the comments said, and looking after the best interest of your customers. Like the customers want this, so we're going to try and create this. That's how you start the following. And obviously, all the other companies are realizing that JoPo's in the game now.
Because nobody does that. Nobody does that. Nobody listens to their
It
customers.
kind of goes back to what you said, Rob, because you are right. They're almost lying their head on the fact that the other companies have been in the industry for so long that they're so recognized everywhere. I mean, I don't even know if Ultimate is still making grips, which I should know because I know they were affiliated with Brunswick. But there you go. They're shaking their heads like
Their Ultimate is no longer, I believe.
So they stopped making product. They were just selling off whatever they had left in inventory and what was out there, but they're no longer making product.
So there you go. Like just to give you an idea of how difficult that part of the industry is to say it's.
Yeah.
But now they kind of have to take focus on what these guys are doing now, simply because of they are gaining traction at an extremely, extremely fast pace in a world that it's very, very, very hard to gain traction at a fast pace. So I think you're going to start those companies following your guys' trend now.
And again, having guys like Sean Rash and EJ Tackett, both, I mean, EJ will obviously be a surefire Hall of Famer, but Sean being a Hall of Famer himself, having those two on board vouch for how great your products are, I'm sure hasn't hurt. I'm sure it's helped you guys a lot as well, right?
Yeah, and this it's so funny that we had nobody. We had nobody. I mean, we have a couple of guys. So we had Justin Knowles and Zach Tackett were actually the first national tour guys that came on. Mikey Schlayback is another one that started using our product. But we have a bunch of regional guys using it. Mike Jahinski back in the days and Sam DeWitt. And we have a bunch of following now. Dan Olatin on the senior tour. Using our stuff, and as we grow, and we're getting more phone calls every day. It's crazy, but having those guys, especially EJ and Sean being 17-time, 18-time title
18
winner
time,
now, and EJ with 27 and his incredible career and three back to back to back player of the years and actually changing grip companies after being back to back player of the year. My personal thing is, I think it just me is I think a bowling grip is more important than an actual bowling ball. And him changing grip companies after going back to back, he had nothing to gain by doing that. Except that he told me, he goes, I believe in your product. I think you have the best out there, and him winning it again is amazing. And but having them guys on board has definitely been helpful. I guarantee, but it's very hard to measure because our growth has been so much on a upcline that or incline that it's hard to tell. But I can tell you one thing that people want to be like EJ. So if they think they can be a better bowler by throwing motor bowling balls, or if they think they can be better by throwing, putting JoPo grips in their bowling ball or wearing Dexter shoes or whatever it is, that's what they're going to do because they want to be like him. You know what? And grips, bowling balls, and shoes are not going to make you a better bowler. But if they believe that it's going to because the best bowler in the world is using it, then it's only helping us at the end of the game.
Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. And like Clifton Don says, you're bringing fun to bowling. So I mean, hey, you're making bowling fun again. So that should be another T-shirt idea. So put that there in the old memory bank. But
we have enough to do. We don't need to be designing T-shirts on the side either.
All right. Well, I mean, if you want to give me a call, maybe I can be part of your design team.
We definitely can talk about that.
I guess I got to show the back of my T-shirt real quick. This is something that we did. Actually, do you have one? No.
Look at these jacked. Jesus, Johnny. Oh, that's awesome.
Fantastic.
That is so cool.
Dude, it's
perfect on the back of my shirt.
So yeah, EJ made me famous this year because he was on 11 shows and I was almost on every show. I was actually there on every show. Sometimes I didn't actually get in the seat because I couldn't sit still. But people, started recognizing that face, and I go in a grocery store and somebody says, I seen you last week. And I go, oh my God, where'd you see me on? He says, I seen you on bowling. So a couple of people told me, you should get your mug put on a T-shirt. And we did it just for Bowl Expo as kind of a little joke. But yeah, it's
we've had a lot of good feedback on it.
I mean, I'm kind of embarrassed to have, I'm not.
I don't mind it.
I'm not Colonel Sanders at the end of the day, and having my face, on the back of anything and showing that it's I'm not that vain, I guess, at the end of the day. But I just we did it as a little joke, and it's crazy the feedback we got back on that. So yeah.
I really like it, and you should honestly put that in a spare ball. I want to see your face going down the lane.
Oh, yeah,
that would be good.
We talked about putting on chamois also in there, and but
it's your brand. Why not put your face on it? Come on, I know you guys are humble, and I love that, but just
wait till you see. Wait till you see my little next thing that I got coming out. Would probably be in the next couple of weeks, which is
we'll keep it on the down.
Keep it on the down low, but it's something special with our brand.
Sounds great.
That is so cool. Johnny, isn't it remarkable that a 2-time player of the year would switch grips? And like they said, had nothing to gain.
Well, actually 3-time player of the year, 2016, 23,
Oh,
24.
you're right. You're right. So he's four. Okay, so 3-time back-to-back
So,
to back, but he's a 4-time
yeah, the
player.
back-to-back been changing. Yes.
I forgot about that, but that is pretty remarkable that he would do that and still have the same success.
I guess
It could arguably be the best year that any bowler's ever had in the history of ever. So
yeah, really.
And I can really go both ways with that, Rob. I mean, I've seen bowlers switch bowling ball brands and then go out and be player of the year the following year. As far as, I mean, it's a testament to the product, no doubt about it. Obviously, you don't really have that much time in the off season to work with the new grips. You have to understand the way the finger grips break down, and all the other stuff. But truth be told, it would take a lot out of me to come off a player of the year season or 2 player of the year seasons back to back. And part of me would be like, if it's not broke, don't fix it. But then you take somebody of EJ's caliber or anybody at the pinnacle level, they look, you know what? That felt good last year, but this stuff feels even better now. So yeah, I'm gonna go. It's almost second nature when you're that good. I mean, I always talk about this with Anthony Simonson. Anthony Simonson will bowl 260 and not be afraid to change balls the next frame. It's the guys that are the best are they're willing to take the plunge. They're willing to, the unknown has never failed them, I guess is the best way to do it. So if you go with that mentality, yeah, and personally, I don't think I would have the cojones to do it, but but yeah, it's awesome. It's truly awesome.
And Jerry brought up a great point also, and you're such a bowling genius as well, Johnny, and a bowling nerd, which is not a slight to you at all. But I think he's right. Like, the grip is more important than the ball. You have so many different balls out there that can be so many different things, but if you don't feel comfortable in your ball, you're not going to do well.
Dude, think about how many times you've gone bowling. Maybe not you, because I know you have a Forest Green Quantum, a Swamp Monster, and a Teal Rhino. But like, think about
let's go.
There have been times that I've gone bowling and my stuff doesn't, like, I have 6 balls and they all don't feel the same. And 9 out of 10 times, you know which one I'm going to wind up throwing, even if it's not the best reaction. It's the best feeling one. It's the best fitting one. The one I'm most comfortable with in my hand. That way I could at least attempt to execute repetitive shots over and over again. So the grip and your shoes, man. If your shoes ain't tied the right way or bowed the right way, and you can't, come off that plant knee into the slide knee, and you don't have the right grip, it's over. It doesn't matter how good your ball reaction is if you can't repeat. So yeah, you guys hit the nail on the head with that. Feel and fit is absolutely everything, and if you have that, it's a hell of a lot easier to execute good shots.
And you brought up shoes, for example, too. Are you guys looking at getting into the shoe business as well?
Wow.
So
I don't think we've ever been asked that question.
No, not the shoes for sure. I mean, people ask us about bowling balls. We have our spare ball, but somebody makes them for us. But my son, so as I'm getting older, I'm happy with our product line. Maybe adding little things. He's got a little bit more ambition than me. I go to bed at 7:30 every night, and he wants to do bigger and better things. So we got a lot of things, we're thinking about it. But shoes, no, we'll let the shoes stay to the guys that are doing. They do a great job right now, so we're not going to touch that. But we talked about bowling balls one day, and I really don't want to get in the bowling ball business either. But just the challenge of it is kind of interesting to me more than anything. But yeah, we'll leave that go for a while too. But if we get in a bowling ball business or anything down the road, I'm sure it'll be long gone after I'm gone.
Interchangeable soles. I'm just saying, interchangeable soles is the way to go. That's get ahead of the curve. I'm telling you, do it right now before anybody else does.
Those are already invented.
No, I know they are, but you can make them better, just like you made everything else better. So
I don't know if we could on that particular platform. So, but yeah.
All right. I just thought. I thought I'd throw it out there. Just hey, my mind. I have a marketing mind as well, so I'm an entrepreneur at heart with no money. So it's just
Anything to do, anything we can come up with to make a nickel. It's always doable, I guess. And I didn't get into this for the money. So when I say that, I don't really mean that. But you wouldn't do it to lose money. So anything that we can do to kind of, boost the brand, promote the brand, we're all in for it.
I mean, you started in your house, like like you told us in the other show, just had machines all over your living room, like, and to where you are now with I saw part of your warehouse when you were broadcasting
Yeah.
another show, but is it surreal to you guys how much success you've had in 7 years?
It doesn't make sense to this
Right.
day still. Like, I think I said it on the last podcast with Amanda, was like, I wake up every day doing what I love. I work probably 3 times as much as I do. I work 3 times more now than I've ever done in my life, but I love doing it. So it doesn't even feel like work at this point. So, and that's another thing. So when you say like, I mean, there's a TikTok video that I posted a while back where it shows me, my dad, and his good buddy Randy, and we're on the countertop and we're gluing these pieces together. And it was probably that 7.5 years ago. I mean, that was
Yeah.
probably 7 years ago, 6 months in, right? And this is probably actually the first order that we're working on. And I mean, it's such a good, I guess, like visual of where we're at now. But again, even the visual now doesn't feel realistic. Everyone tells us every day, like, you guys are the best. You guys are doing such great things. You guys are, revolutionizing what's never been done in the past. Or even though those guys paved the way, like Turbo and Vice, I'll give them kudos all day long, because without them, there wouldn't be us. And again, waking up, it doesn't feel like I'm waking up. I still feel like it's a dream to this day. 7.5 years down the road.
Definitely crazy. We're actually in the apartment where we started today because our last podcast, we were in the building and the internet wasn't very good. So we came back to the apartment, and just talking about it's kind of getting me emotional here because I'm looking at the kitchen counter where I had my bandsaw and my drill press on my kitchen counter, and I'm drilling holes and stuff. And we're, doing this all day long. And then, after everybody leaves, my wife's has got to cook dinner like 3 feet from where we're cutting plastic and drilling holes on the stove. And it's just, it really is surreal to me that that's where it started and to where we're at today. And it's so crazy too, because the part we moved into a building last year, and I looked at it and I said, man, I cannot believe all this space we got. And we're out of that small apartment. We had 5 people in here, stumbling on top of each other like Keystone Cops and just stepping on everybody's toes. And we moved into this building. I says, oh my God, look at all this space. And I hate to say it, 1.5 years in, we already outgrew that space too. We need a bigger space in order to get things. And it's just, it really is surreal. And I am getting a little emotional because I just can't believe that where we started and where we are today it's crazy.
Well, it's get as emotional as you want, man. You're getting us a little emotional now.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. Honestly, that's what it's all about. You said it.
Thank you.
You said it best there, Jerry. You don't work a day in your life, even though you work 3 times more than you ever did at any other job. It's not working when you're doing something you love. People always say that, but very, very, very few people get to do it, and you guys are doing it. And we hope you keep on doing it. And
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Drill a ball with a thumb hole. One.
Let's do it.
I'll send you what you need just to try it out, and then you can go back. Then you go back to two-handed like
You won't go
everybody
back.
else.
You won't go back.
Just because everybody else is going that way too, so you might as well just keep on going with the trend anyway.
I'm still the the Mike Miller, Tom Doherty. I'm still one-handed, just no thumb. If you guys saw me throw it with 2 hands, you'd literally fall down laughing. It's that embarrassing.
I get less rev rates and less speed, and I can't post it. I don't know. for people that can switch from one-handed to two-handed, like in the middle of their career, is absolutely mind-blowing.
Especially when they get older, too.
Especially when they get older.
Crazy.
Yeah, Walter Ray throwing a 300 two-handed. Come on.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Mind-boggling.
Yeah.
It hurts to bowl one-handed, so I'm not doing it two-handed for sure.
Now he's I know Walter's bowling left-handed because he hurt his shoulder. So who knows? He might throw 300 left-handed.
Walter,
he's natural left-handed. Do you ever hear that story?
No,
Rob?
I didn't.
So I think this story is true, where like he grew up in like going to bowling, and he saw people throwing it right-handed, and him being a natural left-hander, he was like, I'm just gonna throw it with my right hand because everyone's also doing it right-handed. So he's actually ambidextrous, where I think he's a horseshoe guy too,
Yeah.
obviously.
I think he plays horseshoes both ways,
Both ways
left-handed and right-handed, and he's
Won
pretty
them
good
both.
at both ways.
Yeah,
So
he's won them both ways.
Crazy.
He's incredible.
Walter Ray destroyed me in table tennis. I can't call it ping pong because he got mad at me. He destroyed me in table tennis in Virginia, and then he said, "I'll even the odds for you. I'll play left-handed," and he beat me with the exact same score left-handed too. So, Walter, I'm just going to go now. See you later.
That's insane.
Crazy.
What can't he do?
Yeah.
Look, you guys have a remarkable story, and I love the fact that you're still grounded and you're still humble, even though you've had so much success. And your wife, Marianne, is amazing as well. She's your rock, right? I mean, she's the backbone of the family. So, and getting to work with family every day, like Jerry Jr. said, you can't beat that. I mean, that's just it's a very special thing. And I did ask you on the other show if you had a number at some point, and you said, of course, everybody has a number. But I would just hold out as long as you could and get as much as you could, and then retire. I mean, it's just
it would be a stupid number because we talk about this all the time, and this business isn't worth to somebody else what it is worth to me for sure, and it definitely isn't worth to somebody else what it is for my kids also. My kids, again, this family thing is it's crazy, and we see each other every day. Me, my son, my daughter, my son-in-law, my wife. We have a dog that's comes in. My two grandkids are there every day, riding their bikes in the shop and driving their trucks and doing their thing. And I have one of my friends that I grew up with. I met him literally in 1971 when I was 8 years old, and he's 5 years old. He works for me. Being able to go to work every day and laugh with your family and still get along. Our family is crazy, but usually when you're with your family all day long or with anybody that long, I don't know how people get along, but we are with each other all day long and all night, and we still like each other, so that's a bonus.
See, and why would you want to get rid of that, right? I mean, there's no reason to, honestly.
Yeah, there's a number. Well, and on top of it too, I'd still have to be involved some way anyway, even if the crazy number did come in. It just has to be that way. But I need to do this with my family, and that's what makes it so special at the end of the day.
Now, Junior, would you ever entertain taking over the company? Say your dad didn't want to sell it, but wanted to retire.
I mean, it's a no-brainer at this point. I've been asked that question a few times, and to maintain this legacy and to continue to earn the respect of people in the bowling industry, to make the bowling industry better in any way, shape, or form, I would never let that go. That's hard. That'd be a very, very, very hard thing to do.
I understand that.
And this is what we love about the show, John, and bowling in general is it's unlike any other sport. The bowling, and of course, social media is always toxic, but that's just the 3-4%, honestly. And I'm sure Jerry Jr. sees all the time, but
all the time.
That being aside, the bowling community is probably one of the most tight knit communities there is of any other sport. And obviously, as we've said before, John, it's the working man's sport. Even though prices are higher now than they were back when we were kids, but that's like everything else. But it's still a family sport, and it's still the everyday guy's sport that anybody can do at any skill level. And obviously house patterns make it easier for some guys to throw honor scores and think they can go up against EJ and the guys on tour. But people that love bowling.
They will
always love bowling. You're right, and we'll never ever get out of it. And I've been bowling since I was 6 years old. I haven't bowled league in about 10 years, but I get to do this show and I get to talk to people that I grew up and admire. Like Junior said, being able to hang out with guys you watch on TV is amazing. And through social media and through podcasting, I've got to talk to my absolute heroes like Amleto and guys like that. So it's just such warm memories. Like you said, you go to sleep every night, listen to bowling. It's ingrained in our DNA.
Yeah.
And to have two guys like Jerry and Jerry Jr. Represent the sport is just the sport's in good hands. I wish we had more people like you too, honestly. And that's just not blowing smoke up your ass. Like that's
it seems
I genuinely mean that.
Seems to be about them also. What we're seeing in the comments, like everybody's saying the exact same thing that you just brought up.
Well, guys, we absolutely appreciate you coming on, and we'd love to have you on again. Obviously, I'll stay in touch with you guys, and I'm excited for the new products you got coming out, and we'll get you Johnny's info so you can send him some products. So you can, and you have to video it too, John. You got to use it, and you got to video it, and I want to see you shoot 300 with JoPo grips with the thumb.
And I need
finger grips bare minimum.
I need that shirt with Jerry's face on it too, please.
I think we all need that. The world needs that. I'm telling you, that should not be a one-off. That should be a real thing. But where can everybody find you guys, Jerry Jr.?
I'm sorry?
Where can they find you guys on social media?
At JoPo Grips. I believe majority of half of it's at JoPo Grips. The other one is at JoPo Grips, JoPo _Grips.
Okay.
So you'll find it one or the other.
Awesome. Well, we absolutely appreciate you guys coming on and spending an hour with us, and we'll definitely keep in touch. And good luck with the future.
Thank you guys for having us. We appreciate it anytime. Absolutely enjoyable. Love talking about bowling. Love talking about the product. So anytime you guys want us, we're in. And thank you once again for everything. Appreciate it.
Thank you guys very much. This was absolutely great. And best of luck and success to both of you guys. Your whole family.
Thank you guys. Yep. Have a great night. See you later.
Guys.
God bless, guys.
See you later.
Take care. Man.
What a
you didn't expect all that, did you, Johnny boy?
What a nice father-son duo right there, man.
Amazing, right? And you being so close to your dad, like it's got to be special to you, right?
I love Jerry Sr.'s passion, and I really, really, really love the way Jerry Jr. talks about his dad. That's very, that's what life's about, ain't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's the American dream. They're literally living the American dream.
And they're great salesmen because they're making me consider drilling a ball with a thumb now.
I told you. I told you last week when I mentioned to you, like, come on, I'm never. No, you never know.
I watched the whole thing. You didn't do a thing. You're fine. You're doing
great
fine.
tonight, man.
Coach, you had insight like nobody else. You were on top of
I had to watch the game, but I'm literally listening to the whole time. So,
all
right, totally.
So,
fine.
being a Dr. Ocho, you obviously know the importance of, or you know how obviously how the body works when thumbs get swollen during the summer and then during the winter they shrink. So. And anatomically wise, being a resident doctor.
Get swollen, what?
Yeah, they get swollen in the summer. And they get...
they're going on the.
All right, I think we can end it there. It's the.
I'm watching the game.
I just wanted to talk to Ocho for a minute. I haven't talked to him in an hour.
Anyway, we could say goodnight. We had a great show. You got he's mind is elsewhere tonight.
No comment. All right. We appreciate the Penxas for coming on the show. I'm not sure what we're doing next week, but we'll be here regardless. I fly by the seat of my pants. Go Blue Jays. Yankees suck.
God. Running for Canada, you loser.
I mean, I never mind. Thank you everybody in our chat as well for hanging out. And showing the outport of love and support for JoPo as well. It's a great brand, it's a great family, and we can't thank them enough for coming on the show. Johnny, love you, buddy. Ocho, you're just
love you guys.
Yeah, you're all right. And we'll see you guys next week right here on Straight Up 5. I'm going to hit the outro now. Good night, everybody.
Thanks for listening to this edition of Straight Up 5 with Johnny Petraglia Jr. You can follow the show on Twitter at Straight Up 5 Pod. Follow Johnny Jr. at JPJR07. Follow Rad Rob at Rad Rob Gaming. And follow Dr. Ocho at the Dr. Ocho. Got a question for Johnny? Send your questions to straightup5podcast@gmail.com. We'll see you next time for another edition of Straight Up 5 with Johnny Petraglia Jr. Right here on the Rad Rob Radio Network.